Welcome to Tangent Station, staying on track in a fast-moving world. Let's get going.
So I'm going to start it today.
Uh-oh.
I'm Willis, and across from me, the Wing Zang Bang.
You're the whiz bang.
Yeah, and
If you don't have a nickname for me yet, then you don't have a nickname.
I don't have it. I will come up with a nickname for you.
Speaking to the mic, baby.
Yes, that's what she said.
That is.
So it's funny because I just wrote this.
Uh-oh.
And I just realized everything I'm talking about here is about when you were a kid.
Oh.
Wow.
Good times.
Yeah. Good times, bad
times. I
hope
it's from 1978.
It could be. Okay, so what's something you were terrified as a kid that makes you absolutely no sense looking back?
Well, the doctor.
Really?
Oh, it seemed like every time I went, I was getting a shot, an inoculation or something.
You were inoculated.
Yeah. And I remember Dr. Tepe, Tepe, God rest his soul, long time ago. He was old when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, going dancing. No, that's what it sounded like.
5,
musicians,
6, 7,
yeah.
8, Seville.
Yeah. Musicians get 1, 2.
Yes.
Musicians get 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I got a reflection going. And dancers
How'd
get
you know?
5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm watching them. So mine is, I used to have two of them because I actually thought about this. I was always afraid that if you wake up in the middle of the night, you couldn't get out of the bed because it turned into water. And if you did that, you'd fall out and drown.
So you were having some sort of...
Yeah. And then but I should have asked about this, but I'm going to put this one in there. I had a weird dream. I keep moving away from the mic.
Yeah. No, that's not a dream. That's reality.
But I had this dream, and I still do today, that a big-ass spider, big black spider, comes out of the toilet to get me.
I think they prefer to be called African-American
spiders.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Go on.
The native spider American.
Oh.
But it would come out of the toilet and eat
tickle.
Me. Oh. No.
I like my idea better.
I do too. I'm going to remember that one. Okay. So what childhood rule do you believe was real, but was actually just your parents lying to you? And who finally broke it to you that your parents just made it up to control you?
I'll go with your face is going to freeze like that, even though it is something that can actually happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh my God. That was going to be, yes.
I swear nothing's going on, audience.
Yes.
I'll have what she's having.
I'll have what he's having. Screw that.
Somebody.
All right, Michael. Hey, are you going to go see Michael?
Who's?
The movie.
No.
It's called Michael.
No. I have to leave the house to do that. So I'll wait for streaming.
Oh, speaking of streaming.
Or screaming.
I didn't get a chance to watch that thing you gave me. And so I needed you to send it to me again.
I knew
I did not. So, okay. So.
And you're talking about Joe Strummer documentary from 2007.
Yes.
I will resend
I was thinking the same thing. I used to, I was always told, yes, that if you tell a lie, literally they would tell me that something bad would happen to you every time you told a lie. And I was told, I'm not going to get religious. Religious.
You're definitely not.
But I used to always been told that if you do something bad,
God will get you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the more bad you do, the worse you get.
Further into hell.
So I do believe that though, but I believe
it's probably true.
I'm in between. I'm going to purgatory.
Yeah,
not
you do
hell,
believe
not
that.
heaven. I do.
I just hope that I get to sleep for 100 years. I think that's good.
I don't want 100.
And then hit eternity. Well, you won't know. It's just your
spirit. How do you know I won't know?
I don't think.
Well, I am like
someone coming back would have told us.
That's true. Okay. So what's the dumbest injury you got as a kid, and how dramatically did you explain it afterward? And how much did you exaggerate the story when telling it to adults as an adult later?
I don't know if I hit all of those. That's a trifecta there. So they newly paved the road I lived on, 12 years old, maybe 11. And so the middle of it had this high point for water runoff. So they finally did it like Europe has been doing it for 1,000 years. But anyway, so I'm doing on my bike, my Kmart red with the white banana seat. I'm doing what I call dip-de-doos, going over the middle of it. And no, this is a different bike. I had it wrong. So I'm on my BMX bike.
That's my last part of it. How did you exaggerate the story when telling it to us?
I've had many wrecks on the banana boat. But anyway, the
There
BMX
you go.
bike, I lose control of it. I go off the back of it, but I'm still holding onto the handlebars. Make the mistake of I'm still going down, so I sit, and the back tire is still going forward. And then that not only grabs everything, it runs it into the gears, the brakes.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Oh,
And I got all nice and scraped up. So I guess the exaggeration was, I don't know that there was an exaggeration. I probably lied about what I was doing. I had a bike accident. I didn't say I was being stupid and wrecked my.
We won't talk about how many times I lied when I was a kid.
Oh, I lied a lot. It kept me out of a lot of trouble.
I remember
that whole thing about don't lie. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
At least as a kid. When you're older, it's not.
No, do not lie, especially to your wife.
Yeah.
But no, I remember when I was in junior high and I was car surfing. Remember in the 80s? I don't know if they still do it nowadays, but we used to car surf.
Yes.
I fell off and hurt myself.
Those can be two different things, you know.
That's true. But people came in, the EMTs came in, and I said, "Yeah, I got hit by a car."
Oh,
and so everybody felt so bad for me, and people would show up. I got cards and all this, saying, "We'll get whoever ran you over," except for the people that really knew what happened.
I hope not, because it was my buddies.
buddies,
we were goofing around.
Well, my buddies are glad I didn't say anything about them because when I got older, later,
rats get stitches or something like that.
Yeah, stitches get snitches.
Snitches.
But
what's the difference between a pickpocket and a thief?
A pickpocket gets caught?
No, wait a minute. What's the difference between a pickpocket and Jimmy Swaggart? I forgot the joke.
You want at least you want a pickpocket in your pocket. You don't want Jimmy Swaggart.
Okay, if you remember, and this is going way back, what he got in trouble for, and then his excuse. The punchline to the joke is a pickpocket snatches watches. You reverse that for Jimmy Swaggart.
Watches. Snatches.
I didn't partake in sex. I just watched. It was sort of the old Bill Clinton. I didn't inhale.
Well, it's kind of like the Jim Baker. Jimmy.
Oh
my God! We talk about Cherise. Think about Tammy's eyebrows, eyelashes. Yeah. Oh my God! And then they have Jim J, JJ, or whatever. He was totally anti-sin, anti-gay, but yet he was gay. Do you remember? Look it up. Tammy Faye. It was called the.
Jim Baker's gay?
Jim Baker. No, not Jim Baker.
One of their
Jimmy
cohorts.
J was his. Yeah,
I don't remember him.
Yeah,
I know there's been several right-wing Republican senators and House of Representatives that caught.
That's okay. Be honest.
Right. But
I'm just saying
they'll lose their political position and power. You can't tell the truth.
You don't lose your political position because you know what position you really want to be in.
You want a politician to be a stand-up person? We want that, but
they're
not
no matter
going
what
to be
side
there.
of the aisle you work on.
I am including everyone.
Okay, so which childhood habit or belief are
especially those libertarians? Go. What childhood habit?
See, you just did what I always do.
I listen.
Yeah, no,
I
you
interrupted
me. I like that. Makes me understand why. What
makes me all moist
and crabby.
Crampy is it imitation crab meat or is it the real deal
with shrimp? I don't know what the fuck that means. All right, what childhood habit or belief are you mildly concerned might still be influencing who you are today, even though you'd roast someone who else doing the exact same thing?
I what someone else?
Roast. When you roast somebody, you give them shit.
Wow. God, you really need to give me these ahead of time. I have to think on them. Say that again. What?
Shit. I could barely say it the first time.
I know.
Let me put it
That's
here.
why I need it again.
That's what she said.
Bumbling, stumbling, rumbling.
Number 4.
Crumbling.
Go number 5. Which childhood habit or belief are you mildly concerned might still be influencing who you are today, even though you'd roast anybody for doing it? The exact same thing.
Well, I don't know that it's funny, but did you say childhood habit? I'll go with that because when I got my first credit card at 18, I I still think we're kids at that age, even though you can go to jail.
You can go to jail at any age.
I know, but
they just put a kid that was, 6 years old in jail for killing his classmate.
I'm not laughing at what you said. I'm laughing at how it was delivered.
I have an Oreo in my mouth.
Yeah. This PSA brought to you by Oreos. Who is that?
It is my
The postman.
husband's daughter.
He always rings twice. Whoa. Wow.
It is my daughter's boyfriend.
I have one question. Does Amy know?
Yes. She's my husband.
I knew you were swingers.
It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
I bet I could tell, but it made you nervous when I brought up the Milford Swim and Social Club.
No, it didn't. I was hoping I never saw you there.
Yeah. Then you were hoping you did see me there.
You did.
Look at that ass.
Okay, so finish.
Speaking of Finland,
I
don't.
Is that right?
I thought I was.
Yeah, no, you're a little kid or a kid.
Yeah, the credit cards.
Yeah.
I'll get on people for, But yeah, Kev's got a problem.
It reminds me of a DI song. Johnny's got a problem. He's out of
DI?
control. No, DI is a punk band.
Oh,
If you ever seen
I
the
just
movie
thought you were
Suburban-
initialing a band that I should know.
No, it's called they're called DI.
Okay.
And their song, and it's from Suburbia, which
Yeah.
was a punk movie back in the 80s. Great movie still
Yep.
today. And it was called Johnny's Got a Problem and He's Out of Control.
So they're from that time,
Yeah.
not recent.
They're still together.
Right, but
But they
maybe
also-
if they had a Chinese or an Asian or an African in it, they could change it to DEI.
Oh, buongiorno.
I will edit that out.
Do not.
Not your part. I'll just have that hanging there
No,
for no reason.
I think you should.
No, it was a bad
It's a
joke.
hanging participle.
It's a hanging Chad. Ouch. Did I answer the question? Yeah,
No,
the credit
yeah,
cards.
close
It wasn't
enough.
funny.
I have
but
no idea. No, I don't know why I wrote that
so
one.
many people are in credit card debt.
Yes.
I hate it.
I think I might have already said this now.
Do it.
What was your biggest childhood lie, and how long did you get away with it, and how did it end? Or is it still going on?
It's still going on. Biggest childhood lie. My cousin and I are in West Virginia. No, I don't want to say exactly where. We're at some sale. My parents and grandparents, they're at this garage sale or what have you. We're in an alleyway. Now, this is West Virginia.
How much does alley weigh?
I don't know. And we're throwing this little football because we were throwing it behind the place and it went in their back door and some woman screamed. It was a little tiny football with,
What color?
I think it was white with blue stripes.
Oh, that's what freaked her out.
Yeah,
The blue stripes.
I'm sure. And they print logos or something. Buy your car at this. Has everything to do with
it's one
football.
of those things that you get when you
Promo.
Oh, promo, awesome.
And so they moved us to the side and we were both kind of mad about it. And so now we're playing in the street, essentially off the main street. So we're throwing this and I see this rock and it was big. Now I'm 8 or 9 years old. And it was one of those light concrete things. You know what I'm talking about? Some concrete is heavy and some is like inexplicably light.
Yes.
So I threw
gotcha.
this thing up in the air, not at my cousin, but that way. And we're watching it. And it was like this thing was going down. And I'm not saying the wind caught it because it's still concrete. Lifted this thing, moved it, and hit square on top of this truck in someone's driveway.
That's funny.
Truck still had the sticker on the window.
Oh my God.
My
yeah.
cousin goes up to it and says, "Dang." That was his word that he was allowed to say. Dang.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. And I'm like, run. So we run to the truck. That we came in.
Okay.
Got in the back where we rode, but we got under, there was junk back there, but we rode in the back of the truck and all the other people were in the, grandparents were in and hid. And he's like, "Oh, we got to tell." He wanted to come clean with him. No, I was worried about literally being killed by my dad. Because can you imagine? Insurance would have had to cover that. And it's 76, 77, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I would have survived that beating, but never did come clean about. I'm going to talk to my mom about that tonight if she remembers.
No,
that.
I don't think you should.
Why?
Because you might be grounded. She might decide to ground you and not let me come over anymore.
You mean I don't get to leave the house? Oh, darn.
No, here's a better thing. She'll make you leave the house.
Oh, no.
I've never done any. That's funny because when I was younger, living with the Lawrences, a little bit that they let me live.
I don't think I've ever told anyone that story, and now it's out there for
now to everybody. So
I feel the same. Go ahead.
I'm talking about, what the hell is that?
That's the tape over my camera so people can't see me when I'm having sexy time.
Oh, gotcha. But no wonder all I see is black.
Yep.
I thought it was never mind.
A close-up.
Oh, my God.
Woo!
Oh,
God, Kevin, put the Oreos down.
Blue breed.
They're black.
Bleed
blue.
Yes. Sorry, Nick. And EC and...
You sure you got that right?
I do have it right. But... No,
I didn't do it.
Great segue, because she was talking about there's people that actually
I'd fall off of that.
No,
segue.
There was people that actually come in, and I told her I'm going to use some of this in my podcast.
Yeah, do it.
And want their butthole tattooed.
What, their
butthole, like the hole of the butt.
Right, the anus.
Yes,
the tattoo.
Yes,
the sphincter.
Tattooed. And she said she would charge people $3,000 to do it. So I asked her.
Good old brown eye.
I said, EC, how much would you charge me if I just want you to get up there and put a little dot? She said $4,000.
Yeah.
So I told her,
going there, you gotta make it work.
So I'm going to find $400 just so she could be up there and give me a little
400 or
4,000. Okay. I'm going to find 400 and then get to
wheel and deal.
It's the GoFundMe page.
Talk her down.
I'm starting GoFundMe now.
It'll be like a go fuck me page
now.
We're redoing the Queen song. Don't.
But there's so much. I made these guys laugh.
There's so much I want to say about that, but I don't think
you could say it.
Well, 4 hours of material. I mean, I got enough room on the SD card, I guess. But no, go on, finish your thought, and
I don't know, because I just keep thinking about if you went in, it would cost you a lot more. They go,
no.
What? I think we should charge. I think we should.
Have you seen an anus tattoo? I have, not in person, but
no.
Oh, okay.
Do not look one. Whenever
I will send. I'll put some on your porn stash.
Okay, sure. Whenever I say I haven't seen something like that,
I showed it to Kelly.
Kevin finds stuff out. Like I've never heard about a merkin before.
Merkin.
And now we just watched an Elsbeth last week, and
they talked about it.
Yeah, because they were wig makers, and he makes merkins.
Mm-hmm.
You should watch it.
I remember the first time I said that. You're American. You thought I was saying American.
American, yes.
Yeah.
And then we all wanted to. We still should. The four of us, you, myself, Amy, and Kelly, should all get merkins and put them on our face.
What you should have.
I think that's what we should do.
What you should have asked her.
Asked
her.
Okay.
At Bleed Blue.
EC. Her real name is.
You should not have asked if you just get a dot. You should have said, "How much if I ejaculate? If I have an orgasm? How much if I have an orgasm while you're doing it?"
I'm afraid that her boyfriend might be bigger than me, and I'm old. He'd kick my ass.
That ain't even about that. It's just.
I mean, I'm an old.
Some people got. Why are they getting an anus tattoo anyway? There's something.
So here we go. EC.
Look, we had that.
Watch us on YouTube or Spotify or whatever, and tell us why. And just tell us. And Jackie, I'm sorry, your brother will never get an anal tattoo. But I am still going.
You'd lie.
I did go last Friday and get a tattoo, a nice rose on my arm, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm loving tattoos. They're not the way that I used to have them when I was a punk.
Yeah, those are bad.
No, but I'm getting them. But I'm always going to be a punk rocker. I'm always going to love that music.
You're going to a punk rock show.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Circle Jerks and the Gorilla Biscuits.
Not your usual one, the actual band.
No, who knows?
Oh,
I have some
both.
friends.
Yeah.
So, but I like that stuff. Amy doesn't go, but I still like that stuff. And I have this shirt that I'm going to wear. And I think
Jackson Hole.
No, it's called "Punks Don't Die." Old punks don't die. We just stand in the back. And I love that shirt. I wear that shirt every concert I go to until I buy a new shirt.
Oh, you should wear that and get in the actual mosh pit.
I do.
Well,
oh my God. The first time I took Amy, I took her to a band called the Queers and the Dickies. And I literally was sitting there. I was with my friend Nick. And he's going around, he's going, and then I was like, I'm sitting there like so pumped up. I mean, this was a good while ago, and so I'm getting all pumped up. I really want to do this, and I looked at Amy, and I said, "Amy, can I please?" She said, "Yeah." So I go out there and I get in the mosh pit like I used to.
You're so punk. You ask permission from your wife. You can mosh.
That is funny. But and then I knocked this guy on his ass. Like he went across the room.
He wanted it.
Yeah, but I went and picked him up.
If you're out there,
well, I picked him up, and my wife said, "Why were you so?" I said, "We get out there and we get our aggression out, but we're not out there to hurt somebody." So I lifted him up, and he was fine. The guy was fine with me. And all this stuff. That's just what punk's all about. But it is funny. I never thought about that. And I asked my wife permission to get in a mosh pit.
Yeah. Well, I was at a Sade concert where she had to stop 2 different times, more than a half hour apart, 2 different songs.
Why?
She had to stop for people fighting in the audience so security could break it up.
Oh,
at Sade.
Sade. I know. Did you hear about this concert that just happened? I'm not sure if it was here in Ohio or whatever. But he went out on stage. Before he even started, somebody threw their cell phone at him and cut him really bad.
Wow.
He gave his guitar to one of his bandmates, had everybody turn on the lights and had him kicked out. Then he looked and said, "Oh, look, I just got cut." And then kept playing. Now that is punk.
Wow.
I don't care if he plays country music or not. That is punk.
Yeah.
That's punk country.
It's a punk style, definitely.
Punk country. Please.
Were you asking me questions? I don't even know where
I'm done, I think.
That was it?
All right.
How long have we been going? How long has this been going on?
Get up now. Get up now. Get down.
I was doing Ace. I don't know what you're doing.
Ace?
How long?
Oh, Ace. I was waiting for you to say Ace Frehley. I thought you were getting in the New York groove.
Beep,
if anybody listens to us long enough, they realize we comment on a lot of songs.
And start singing. Well, start trying to sing them.
You
want a story? Do we have time for that?
We have a story. We want story now.
The Hangover. Oh, yeah.
Me want story.
Sorry,
Kevin.
This episode brought to you by Godzilla.
Don't make me spit. Good thing I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
Don't make me spit. I want to swallow.
Willis is a spitter.
I'm a swallower. I told my daughter when we were there.
Oh, great. She needs to know that.
No, here's funny, and I feel bad about it, but only my daughter.
But whatever.
My daughter's just like me. Poor thing. But so her throat was hurting her. I mean, around her birthday, it really, like, out of all seriousness.
How does your throat hurt around your birthday? Do you actually? Is it like a spleen? Do you actually need your birthday?
It's splendidly. It's splendidly.
Yep. Okay.
But so we bought her some stuff, and we said you spray it. It was a boobadoo.
Speaking Swahili all of a sudden.
And we bought her this brand. I'm not going to say it because they don't pay me to. But I said, so we're saying you put it in your mouth a little while and then you spit. I looked at it, I said, Hallie,
you know
I said, Hallie, make sure you spit. You don't swallow. And she got it, and I felt so bad. Colby, her boyfriend, and my wife didn't catch it, I don't think.
They don't listen to you.
Hallie looked right at me and just like, that's my dad. Cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
So never tell your daughter to spit, don't swallow. That's really bad.
Stay out of that conversation.
I mean, she's a daddy's girl, but give me a break. I sure deserve it.
You don't want to know. Kit Kat coming right up. See, I'll say name brands.
But I was doing Give Me a Break, the movie, the show.
Give me a break.
I sure did.
Are you Dolph Sweet or Nell Carter?
Yes.
Wow. Look that up, Jackie. She probably remembers that, but some people aren't.
Are you? Oh, yeah.
Look at you all.
Read your book.
Read my book.
So I can interrupt you like my wife does.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm done riffing on what you just said.
What did I say?
Oh, you should bring up the name of the thing that you spit and don't swallow, because maybe when they see that they got 2 or 3 extra sales from our listeners, they'll give us an ad, a sponsorship.
It's Mucinex spray.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. That works too well.
But you put it in your mouth, you hold it there, then you spit it. You do not swallow.
I like where this is going.
It's like a watermelon seed. Ask anybody who's pregnant. Ask them if they tell me what.
Don't say it, because they need to listen to all our episodes to figure out what you're referencing.
Oh, I've referenced that before.
You've used that joke.
Me joke.
A Kentucky woman woke up after a storm and her emu was just gone.
Liberty.
Her name was Mystery, the emu, not the woman.
Okay, good. I was wondering.
Probably. All right, folks, pull up a chair and lock your gates because things just got weird in Hardin County, Kentucky.
Hardin.
We usually talk about fender benders and local bake sales, but the Hardin County Sheriff's Office had to issue a PSA Monday that sounded less like a police blotter and more like the plot of a low-budget Jumanji sequel. The storm of the century, for a bird anyway. So Sunday night, those big boy storms rolled through Kentucky. We're talking wind gusts that would make a weather vane dizzy. Apparently, Mother Nature decided that a fence in Eastview was merely a suggestion. Meet Mystery. She's not a cryptic riddle or a 90s board game. She is an 8-year-old pet emu. And thanks to those winds, Mystery bolted into the Kentucky wilderness. The sheriff's office posted a notice that basically read, "Look, we don't post this every day, but there's a 6-foot prehistoric bird wandering the Salt River Road area. Please don't be a hero. Emus can run 30 miles per hour. You are not catching that emu unless it wants to be caught. So the official advice is do not chase the emu." Mystery was last seen playing the world's strangest game of hide and seek between Hardinsburg Road and Sonora Hardin Springs Road. I don't know why you need to know that.
Because it's interesting.
Can you imagine the 911 calls? Yeah, my emergency is I'm either seeing a dinosaur or I've had one too many Jack and Cokes. But don't worry, fans of giant poultry, there's a happy ending. By now,
I love happy ending.
you bet. Yeah. Why? We've already established that you spit. By 9:30 p.m., Mystery was apprehended. No word on whether she was read her Miranda rights, but she has been safely returned to her family. 8 years of domestic bliss, one night of wild Kentucky freedom, and now she's back behind a hopefully reinforced fence. Mystery solved.
Damn!
If she never came home, they would have had to rename her Liberty. Liberty. Your favorite.
I know. Mystery, that's, I'm glad I didn't say anything because the punchline of that was what I was going to say.
Liberty?
I guess mystery is solved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say
wow,
that.
That's
for once.
Is that true?
That was a true story, and it just happened.
It's true.
Just happened this past weekend, right before St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
This weekend, Sunday.
Liberty commercials irritate me, and if you if you have Liberty as a...
Are you going to do a rant?
Insurance?
Like,
no.
it is what it is?
No, it's not.
Liberty.
Oh, that was the wife.
Uh-oh. Where are you?
She knows I'm not here. I'm not there.
Where are you? Why aren't you reading so I can interrupt you?
I really hate the Liberty commercials.
I know you do.
And now they have this new one.
You hate those as much as I hate it is what it is. What it is.
What is the show?
I can stand.
Hold on. My wife was asking me, it's called, can you text while I'm talking? Okay. It's called Love on the Spectrum.
She's hooked on it now?
Yeah, this is because of what I do for a living.
She's going to know it isn't you when I text her.
Why? Because it's going to make sense?
Well, it's going to be spelled correctly.
Oh, okay. But so I watched this show called Love on the Spectrum, and it's about people with autism finding love and all this stuff. It's been out for a while, and so I've been on my Netflix account, and I've been wanting to watch it, and I forgot all about it. But then I went out to up north here to a business trip, and they reminded me about it, and I'm like, oh yes, I came back, and I'm already on season 2 of it, halfway through.
So you're binge.
So Amy came home last night from work, which is usually what happens.
That's good.
I was already there.
Still keeps coming home.
After dinner, she's like, okay, well, I'm going to do a little bit of my nails. I'm going to go up and wash my face. I said, okay, well, I'm going to watch this, finish my show up. So I'm watching it. I ended up looking at her, and I said, what are you doing? You're going to go wash your face? She's like, I can't now. She got hooked on it. And so it got done. And of course, what do shows do to get you hooked? Oh, they ended at
like a James Patterson chapter.
Yeah.
You got to go on to the next.
You got to go. And so we ended up watching, but Amy watched this. So now I was going to watch it when I got off, a little bit off work. I know I farted. So, and when I got off work today, and I'm like, no, because I think Amy wants to watch it. So now I've got my wife hooked on this. It's called Love on the Spectrum. So now you know what I'm all about. But it's really good. And I got my wife hooked. Yep.
Cool.
So, and then there's one, Love on the Spectrum Australia,
Yeah, you
which
can't
I know
wait for
Amy will
that.
watch because she loves Australian accents. I tried to do one in bed, and she's like, "No, just go down under."
Oh. You've reached the end of the line. As you exit, please like, subscribe, and follow so you never miss a connection.